Never gets old, bro. It never gets old. Bro, you look super high right now, bro. Bro, this just because we don't have a guest doesn't mean you have to come this stone, bro.
Hey, I'm not even that. I'm not even that stuff.
No, I'm kidding, bro. I'm just making you
I'm,
proud,
as
bro.
you would say, slightly high. This man could be 10 out of 10, and he's like, I'm slightly.
Bro, because I'm always slightly high. I figured out the magic formula, bro. Bro, I'm 51 years old. You don't think I figured out the magic formula? And by the way, that guy, what's his name? The French guy, Benoit. We were comparing our magic formulas. So he was like, 2.75 a bottle of 2 glasses of wine.
0.75.
Yeah, he like super measured it, and he gets the perfect high. And I feel like the same way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what would you say is the build up? Because I know you time it out, right?
Time what up? Oh, you mean? Yeah, the whole. Let me see.
Unless you don't want to.
But... No. So the whole thing is like I get psyched in the morning, right? Man, it really does consume my entire day. I'm just thinking about it all day, bro.
Really?
Yes.
You got like a routine for the entire day leading
the
up
whole
to it?
Routine. I go to the gym. I go to the treadmill, get that 30 minutes in. You know what I'm saying? Do some breathing exercises when I normally wouldn't, right? And if there's a guest, I'm preparing up to that point. You know what I mean? Yeah, bro.
So what's different about an open vibe sesh when you don't have that? You know, like, is there...
This is a great question. This is about Vibe Sesh X, right? I wanted to let's see. Is anyone want to come up? Okay. Well, let's talk first. So what was the... I'm sorry, dude. I forgot. What were we talking about? Oh, no. Here we go. Oh, Vibe Sesh. Look, because let's talk about Vibe Sesh X.
Open Vibe Sesh, yes.
Now we've had 21 Vibe Sessions on Instagram, okay? You were with me for at least 50 Vibe Sessions on X once every week. So we did it for like almost a year.
Yes, we did.
And some of those, it was all audio, so no video. And then 4-hour-long conversations. Both of us who are introverts found out that it's just a label, right? Because we feel rejuvenated. Sorry. You feel
and I think Benoit said it best. Like, it was the first time we weren't masking. You know how it's like exhausting to mask, and that's why introverts get tired, like how he was explaining. X Spaces was like, I didn't have to mask. Like, we found our tribe like very quickly, you know.
All right.
So that's
but tell people, like, or as we're trying to build out this omnivore community, a lot of people are excited. We have a core group now of like 8 or 9 people, and we can talk more about it. Hopefully someone will come up on stage as well. And so I'm like, the Vibe Sessions on Instagram have been amazing too, but the Vibe Session on X was it was awesome, but very different. And I kind of want to bring that world to the world. You understand? Like, imagine and so I want you to tell me what you learned from that experience on X in terms of, because I felt like it was magical, bro.
It was such a euphoric ride. Like, me just kind of thinking back to just the great nights, because I mean, the rest of us put in no effort other than you, in terms of you did the mad research and you knew how to because we were all little vibe samurais trying to learn what you're doing. Like, you know, we were just random people. So I don't think anyone saw it as the craft like I did, like just communication wise. So that's why I took it more serious. And I think you saw that. But at least the space we were in Bitcoin wise, because it was so technical and so financial, and that's all people talked about. And you just created like a whole new category where we were trying to learn about the Bitcoiners, and we weren't too interested. Like, it was like, we all agree, we love this thing. Okay, who are you? And then the threading that I got to just pick up. I've learned a lot through osmosis. Like, I feel like I can't name shit from you, but you know, you just have a hypersensitivity to words, reactions, and then you can point those things out and ask them about it. And for me, I just try to maybe create like, what's the timeline of this person's life? And then you have to fill in those gaps. And then that's your natural curiosity. So it was very easy too, because people had like anonymous profiles. We didn't know their name too.
Audio only.
Audio only. So I think it was probably frictionless, and people could be fucking dickheads too, like, because I don't know who you are, you know? It's hard to, maybe it's a little harder to do that like this, but.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, yeah. You know what's different too? Like, let me ask you something. So, Omnivore Club, let me see. The guest. The guest. Hold on one second.
Guest. Sully.
No. I forgot what we're talking about, bro. Damn it.
X Spaces. You were kind of having me kind of recap what that experience was, and you want to emulate it.
Yeah,
you want
exactly.
to emulate
But
it
but
here.
but what was so interesting about that, Cisco, was that there were no introductions, right? So some people in the Omnivore Club, they're like, hey, maybe all of us should introduce ourselves in the next call and each of us tell our stories. No, that's not what we did, right? It's just we got sucked into that space and boom, consciousness, Bitcoin craziness, weird people showing up. Bro, it was a circus, bro. It was a circus sometimes.
Yeah, we
right?
learned about each other along the way of conversation.
Yes.
Like certain information would pop up because it was relevant, but like we didn't just sit there like, oh, tell me your life story. It was kind of, you know, why do you like this thing, or something's in current topics, what do you think about it? Or I mean, you did set like kind of topics too, so that's what was different. We had a special guest, which then was curated, and then people could join up to speak to them. And then after they left, it just became a free-for-all, which was like that chaos we loved, and kind of just reflecting on the conversation, we took it a different way. And then those nights we had no special guest, that's where it was pretty interesting, just to see where it went. Damn.
Look at this handsome man.
What's
Why
up,
do we
brother?
always get handsome people on the freaking?
We're just blessed. How you
Y'all,
doing?
Bro,
y'all
he
are
had his look.
talking.
He was like this. He was like, that's your look, bro? Yeah. Oh, there we go.
The Chad. Yeah.
Whatever
What's
the
going
fuck.
on,
No,
Gavin?
I mean, y'all are two to talk. Y'all are handsome motherfuckers. Was not
Yeah,
expecting
you think
that.
so? Damn, we're all handsome, man. Good ladies, we're all handsome. Omnivore Club.
I'm
Only
single.
handsome. You gotta be, bro. You gotta be sapiosexual, and you gotta be super. You gotta be like a.
What the hell is sapiosexual? I gotta look that up.
He doesn't know. Gavin, explain to this young man sapiosexual.
Big brain make my pee-pee big.
You're right. Damn. Why are you
Understood.
dumbing it down for Cisco? I think he's
That's
making
Gen
fun
Z
of my
talk. Are you
co-host.
Gen Z?
He's
No, I'm
Gen Z,
definitely me.
motherfucker.
I
He's Gen
instantly
Z.
knew.
Gen Z, bro. Of course, he recognized Gen Z immediately, bro. You're like, you're fucking Gen Z. I don't know what he said. How did you know he's Gen Z?
Well, you know, he's like big brain.
Oh my
You
gosh.
get a big pee-pee from it, you know? So you're attracted to intelligence is kind of how I took it.
I mean, you're right. Maybe I should have explained a little bit more in depth, but
Maybe for the rest of
that's
the
the
audience,
gist of
they're
it.
like, what the fuck? But I got you. I understood.
Hey, Gavin, so welcome to the stage. So good to meet
Welcome.
you. You said it was like, explain that. Why did you say, you said it in our chat that you felt it was like cosmic rays or something? It's a cosmic something.
Well, no, yeah. I mean, first of all, it's very nice to meet both of you. Big fan of the content. Hold on.
Yes.
So what I did the other day was, well, let me go back a little bit sooner. I just moved to this small town, and I don't have any friends, and it's a small town. So I was in the middle of thinking through how might I get around people that I want to talk to virtually. Like, how might I create a community, find a community, only for Mr. Vibe Samurai to somehow pop up in my algorithm and then explain like an application, the idea, intellectual, or only to see a website, first 50, and then to hear the through some of the other kind of like ideas of the, or getting a big scope of it. I don't know. It was just like, this guy's already working on something that I kind of, so only from in, well, first of all, I completely thought it was a scam, to be completely honest with you, because some random ass guy popped on my algorithm looking for me to apply somewhere. So I was not expecting much from it.
Oh my God, that's synchronicity or what?
Wow.
What is that shit, bro? Bro, what is that?
You
Let's talk
tell
about
me.
that. Bro, you're scaring me. Why'd your eyes get so big, bro? Bro, why is it? Damn it, bro. Damn.
It's bad. But like, I had to look over my shoulder a few times from what I was reading you say or hearing you say. But I've also kind of recognized a deeper unacknowledged feeling of being around people. Like the definition of the intellectual omnivore to begin with was fascinating to put a label on it to begin with. And I've always felt a little... It's hard, like before you guys were talking about the mask, it's hard to take the mask off when you're trying to be vulnerable and like pour what you know into something, or pour out what you know about something, only for people to take it like, oh, he's a know-it-all. Like, no, I have no life. This is all I care about, you know? Like, and you're just rejecting it like I'm trying to like perform it or something. But
really? That's what you've been going through in this small town, bro? Damn, bro.
Well, not in the small town.
Oh, okay.
This is more. Well, I was a ballerina for 10 years, and so I've moved a state every 2 years since I was 15. So I've never been in the same place. And also, as a ballerina, you're kind of stuck with the people in your industry. Like, it's really hard to be outside of that bubble. And in that bubble is a lot of traditionalism and a lot of like ballerinas kind of externally placed their thinking and identity onto the job, the work, the role, the person at the front of the room, the title, whatever. It's very hierarchical. It stems, I believe I could even trace it back to like Russian imperialism and like the courts of the kingdom, and how weird, like you couldn't say no to people who are aristocrats, so you'd have to do weird social bullshit in order to get what you want.
You would use ballet and shit? And you would use ballet to do that?
Well, I mean, like when it comes to art, it only, like, what is right? You know, it's all arbitrary. It's all abstract, except for the person at the front of the room who says it's right. And it's all based on taste. So, like,
damn,
if you do something that's wrong, but your taste says it's right, then, like, there's a lot of discrepancy. And you kind of have to go off the taste at the person in the front of the room. And that's where the hierarchy is really stacked. Like, there's not a lot of voice as a corps de ballet. You're just supposed to be like the person next to you. You're supposed to be one part of the color in like the performance so I don't have a lot of people who are interested in talking about the maybe taboo or complex subjects that I am, like, or like you guys are, like, you know, but except for the few people in ballet and artists, they're fucking insane. They're some of the worst and best people I've ever met. But
I imagine they're like on the extremes, right?
Yeah, I want to see that contrast. Like, what's that like?
Well, the best people almost have like no boundaries in terms of self. Like, they're so generous and they're so giving because they understand like the bigger picture of the performance. They don't get lost into the role that they're doing, and you can see their soul expand through physical expression. It's something that's really hard to describe because it cannot be translated through video. there's things that I've seen people walk on stage and just like the way they organize themselves and how they walk is fucking, it's amazing. It's like gasps
Aura.
like of just people, the way they carry themselves. And then there's some other guy who walks on the stage and you're like, get him off, dude. What's going on? But it's really hard to describe because that kind of nuance takes a lot of like, it takes education of what you're seeing too. So most people don't even know what they're seeing. Then that's where a lot of bullshit happens and a lot of ego can be placed. So the worst people take advantage of that discrepancy, and they, no matter what they do, because they're a great person, even if they dance bad, then their dancing is good because they're great. They can't be. And then like it also encourages, like, you know, just like any other entertainment business, it encourages people who want to be the center, who want to be looking, you know. I'm so curious to see how they compare to like actors, because I feel like actors are kind of similar in that it's like the expression meant for stage, and maybe I'm considering more stage actors than film actors. But the level of expression is so dramatic because you're trying to project to the balcony that it's hard for it's hard to be around them if they can't turn that volume down, because everything turns into a drama, you know. And
damn, a lot of drama queens. Let's read this comment here. Hold on, one second. Let's just take a break here.
Ballet at this point.
I had my nose broke by a ballerina about 15 years ago in MMA training. He had a very fast hands throw and a savage uppercut, bro. 10 ballerinas. Damn.
So
that's
you were
hysterical.
saying you were saying you had like a decade in ballet? I'm kind of curious of your journey.
Okay. Yes. Let me think about this, because I am 26 now. I went to ballet boarding school when I was 15. So I left home to join. What'd you say?
Was it by choice or was like someone forced you?
It was by choice.
Wow.
This is kind of weird, because I was like influenced to take ballet, but then as soon as like money was offered, like I got a scholarship to go to the boarding school, that was my ticket to freedom. So it was my ticket out of my state. So I did choose that part. Because like I come from farmers and mechanics. I come from pretty poor family. I didn't grow up. I grew up pretty comfortably. I grew up pretty wealthy in Oklahoma City, but like the generation before that was pretty poor, and also the money. Yeah, well, I won't go into anyway. But so it was my ticket. It was my escape. It was my ticket out. And so it became my freedom. So my passion, I slowly became passionate about it and loved it, but just because it was my ticket out. It was my ticket to freedom.
So it didn't start with the passion. Interesting. It didn't start with the passion. Interesting.
Exactly.
Go on.
Well, so, you know, I went to the Washington School of Ballet for a year, and then I went to the Houston Ballet Academy for the rest of my training. Well, what do you want to know? What do you want to know about it?
They want to tell us about the bohemian part of it all. Is that something?
The bohemian. Well, this isn't a ballet, but my uncle is from Bohemia, and so we call him Bohunk.
Wow, synchronicity, no? Bro, that's a sign. Gavin, that's a sign. Yeah. Let's go back to the sign, though. Gavin, and Cisco, too. So what do you think this community can be? I mean, what do you got? You guys are both in the group. Hey, Gavin, did I do a good job picking those 8?
You did. heavily
it's
filtered by
amazing.
AI, right?
Yeah, helped by AI. And then we had a whole process to filter out as well, right? Okay, I'm going to DM them. If they just answer with nothing, without a follow up, they're not excited enough. So I said no. You know what I'm saying? Just to like really keep the group, high class
No,
and,
I
you know.
showed a lot of experience, showed a lot of
Mm,
skill in the way you
mm,
filtered it out, man.
mm.
And it's really interesting because similarly to the way you popped up on my feed, a lot of other like synchronous things have been popping up to my feed. And not to get too like schizophrenic about it, but I
Mhm.
really do think that the Dharma, for a lack of better words, can
Damn.
find itself through the algorithm in a weird way.
Oh my God. Is that where we're going, guys? This is right here. This is the Omnivore Club. We're getting spicy now. Holy shit, bro. It's the Dharma flowing through the fucking algorithm. This is Gen Z right there, Cisco. See, you guys say shit like that. You guys have your own language, bro. I'm a language guy. That's beautiful, dude.
Thank you.
What do you
I
think,
can't take
Cisco?
credit for that word,
I'm looking up
but
Dharma.
You know,
Dharma is
you
okay.
don't
So
even know what karma is, bro. Why are you so less smart than
Meaning
this
to
guy, bro?
hold or to
no,
support.
no. My interests are just very niche. Dharma comes from Hinduism.
Mm.
Mm.
So karma is your habits. Dharma is the way your habits collect into your overarching life. It's the meaningful part of your life. What is your dharma? What is your See, Adam Seven Ross got a Buddhist doctrine.
Oh shit, we got see. This is intellectual omnivore. Look at our audience, brother. Hey guys, tell us what's a good question for them, Gavin, to find more about them.
Oh,
Let's ask
okay.
something simple. Not too long. Yeah.
To find out about like Buddhism or just anything.
No, everybody. I want people to leave comments, bro. We got to get people engaged. So we got to ask the audience a good question to answer, and we can check it out. Like, what's a good question, guys? Let me think.
Well, this guy's asking, what is
Oh
this?
no, I got it. What's the most interesting things? What's the most interesting topic that you guys are thinking about? Like, what are you guys really going down a rabbit hole in? Tell us what
Oh
you're
yeah.
going down a rabbit hole in. Damn, Vibe Samurai. Tell us your biggest
There's
rabbit
also
hole right now.
questions for the group in general as well.
All right, let's go. Let's take
For
on
the
some
audience.
questions. Man, I got my two Gen Z Vibe Samurai. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't promote you yet, right?
Yeah,
Cisco, what's
is
the?
the chats
Oh,
moving?
what do I have to
I feel
do
like
to
mine's
earn my
stuck.
promotion?
You gotta start at a white belt, and then you'll work your way up.
What is this, bro? Is that a Vibe Samurai shit? I didn't even see that in the manual,
I don't know.
bro.
This is
Check out the.
Oh,
just
Vibe
Yo,
aligning
Samurai,
my
my
chakras right now.
goat.
yo, what's
Yo,
up,
who's this?
Yo,
brother? Who's
what's up,
this?
guys? What's up? My
What's your
name is
name, brother?
Josh. Um,
Josh in the
I
house.
have a good question. I have a
Josh.
good
Yeah,
question.
yeah. Go ahead, Josh.
It's something that I always ask everyone. It's actually something I asked this girl. I just started. I went out on a date. What do you guys
Nice.
think the natural state of humans are, good or evil?
Bro, you went there, bro.
Mm.
What?
Like I say evil only because it's so easy to be evil, and you have to work extra hard to be good. You have to
Yeah,
you have
why
to
is
go
this
out
so
of your way.
easy?
Why it's so
Yes.
easy? But this girl, she gave me a really good answer. She said something
Bam,
no one
she's a
else has
keeper,
said.
bro. She's a
She's a
keeper.
keeper.
I
I was
love
like,
a fucking
yo, that's a really good
filter.
answer. I
Yeah,
was
give
at
us
work
that
today. I
question. I'm
was
gonna ask my future dates. I'm gonna ask
Yo, I'm
my.
telling you, it's an amazing question. She
Okay,
said
okay.
we're animalistic. We do what we must to get what we can. And I was like, damn,
Mm.
maybe we're not good nor evil, but we do what we must to get what we can in any scenario.
Mm-hmm.
That's
What do y'all
interesting.
think, though? I
That's
want to
really
hear y'all's thoughts. I want to hear
My
y'all's thoughts. I want
I
to see
went for
the
just the
comments.
idea. Good
I
and
mean, I
evil is
got
kind of subjective too.
Yeah. Mm.
It is. That's
hmm.
why I love that question because it makes you
Well,
ask.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a definition of evil by someone who was like directly involved by the Nuremberg trials. He said evil is the lack of empathy.
Evil is the lack of empathy.
And
That's
it's funny.
interesting.
I'll even sit on the other side of the table. I'm gonna go ahead and say life is inherently good, because I have not seen like an inherently bad baby. Every baby I've ever seen is pretty good. And there's even doctrine about it in like Buddhism. Sorry to go back into that, but they say that life, like the world, is basically good, just like how the sun is there and the earth is here. It's just kind of, regardless if you believe in it, it's there. They say life is inherently and basically good because we reside the Goldilocks. Trees can grow, animals to thrive. Life can inhabit this planet, so they say that this planet is basically good.
Damn. Cisco, what about you, bro? I don't know if I got
No,
anything.
I would say we're inherently good, and I think it becomes subjective because you're like, oh, I need to kill this animal to eat it. Am I evil? And it's that
survivor, right?
Do you waste?
This is just surviving. So I think inherently good, and I think your environment and the people kind of corrupt you or introduce influences or of certain behaviors that are deemed bad, and I don't know.
Could we label that entropy?
Entropy, I think of decay. So what do you mean by that?
The decay of being good is like slowly letting go of empathy. I feel like it's really hard to be evil if you can feel other people's pain.
That's a good one. And even what I have to scroll back up in the chat, find what she said, but where is it?
Well, see, I like what Metamorpho's saying. Good and evil oversimplify existence. Yeah, that's that non-dualism.
Exactly. That's true.
Yeah, so there's no good and evil, right? Like that. It's like the yin yang.
Well,
in the yin yang, it's just all one thing. It's just all one thing. That's the yin yang, right?
The last trap to liberation is the trap of righteousness. You have to let go of righteousness in order to enter the gates. So you have to, in other words, like you have to transcend good and evil, meaning like love your demons, maybe. I don't know. If you like, I know you know about this. Like, if you just suppress your shadow, then your shadow like runs shit. Evil acknowledged can be negotiated or whatever, but evil unacknowledged just runs shit.
That's a good. That's good. It's good. And damn.
Bruno, what's yours? Are we good or evil, bro? Are we good or evil?
Ooh, bro, I think there is, I don't know, man. The universe is, I feel like the narcissists, like the 1%, I think they're just genetically fucked. You know what I'm saying? But the rest of us, I think we're good. I agree with Gavin. Like, I just think of a baby, right? And little kids, right? And they're just good. Yeah, of course, they're hungry and they want to, they're a little annoying sometimes, but they're like good, I don't know. So.
And to kind of
in here, enter Carl Jung in the shadow. Yo, I love this guy's content. Rob,
who's
fire
Rob?
Content.
Rob,
Be the calm.
Be the calm. You guys like Be the Calm? Damn.
He's got some great
our
content.
Boy.
I'm gonna have to follow him right after this.
Bro, he's my mentee. He's way older than me. He hates it when I say that, but he's way older than me. He's like 65, and I brought him under my wings, and I helped him grow to 115,000 followers on Instagram. It was all me, bro. Rob knows it was all me, baby.
Bro, I'm gonna have to follow
Rob,
him.
I know you.
Even better question.
Oh no!
What are y'all's thoughts? Not so more of a question, but like open-ended discussion. What are y'all's thoughts on absolute freedomism? Not freedomism, but absolute freedom. I mean,
absolute freedom. Okay.
Like no restrictions. There's no sense of good nor bad. Right? You do what you want. I honestly subscribe to it. I love the thought of it. I know it would never work because where you give people absolute freedom, there are going to be people who get together to stop people from doing what they don't want to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So what's y'all's thoughts? And I may be, just reiterating someone else's thoughts that already thought of this. Nothing new under the sun, but I wanted to see y'all's thoughts.
I think of kind of anarchy, but I think what you're leading towards is just sovereignty of your mind, body, and spirit. Is that what you're
More, yeah, that's more closer to it. But I mean in society as well. Not so more as anarchism. I feel probably more closer to anarchism. I don't like to say anarchism because like when people hear that,
Well,
they
I
just
guess
hear
the
chaos.
struggle there is there's a social contract that we agree to so that, we don't fucking kill each other, basically.
Exactly.
So in true freedom, would there be no rules? And
Right,
then,
No
that's
rules.
the problem.
there's
No, then
nothing
we all
stopping you
kill
from
each other.
killing.
Exactly.
Everybody's gonna
Let me
kill each
ask
That's
you
other,
the
this
bro.
issue.
question. So,
At what point do my freedoms inhibit your freedoms? Like, what if I want to go over to your house and watch TV because I can do whatever I want to?
Exactly.
Great, bro.
That's
What
a
the
good
fuck,
question.
bro? Get the fuck
That's
out
a
of
good
my house,
question.
bro. you order pizzas and shit, bro. Get the fuck out of my house, bro. And take the pizza boxes out too, bro.
Go, you gotta go, bro. No more lounging around my house.
Well,
No,
I
but
mean,
yeah.
in a
No, my bad.
traditional also perspective, they say freedom is the last step to discipline. Like, you have to find a practice in order to free yourself. The way I've heard it described is if you have a thorn in your foot, then you dig it out with another thorn and you throw both of them away.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to, like, I don't know. But this is going into more of the kind of esoteric territory again of like what exactly is freedom. It's impossible to be free if you can't acknowledge that you're not free. Most people don't even realize that they're in prison. You know what?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm taking it in a weird left field, but
No, you're good.
Right.
I agree.
Like, the
I
true
agree.
freedom is in your mind. It's like the Viktor Frankl thing, right? Between the stimuli and response, there's a gap, and in that gap is your freedom. You know what I'm saying? So it's in your mind. Like, true, absolute freedom is in your fucking mind, guys.
Exactly.
If I am
Vibe
free,
Samurai.
Yo.
But if I think freedom is just blindly like following all of my basic desires and impulses, like true freedom, like maybe what we're talking about, anarchy into hedonism, I don't think that is free. I think that is being imprisoned by your basic desires.
Yes.
And to build onto that, something I thought of while I was at work, man is but slave to self, but to be slave to self is to be free.
There you go. I like that. I like the way.
Say it again. Say it again. I wasn't paying attention. Go ahead.
Man is but slave to self, but to be slave to self is to be free.
We're talking about the higher self here. I like
the higher self. Yeah.
Yeah, let's explain it to the audience just in case they don't understand.
And my rationing behind that while I was thinking of it was that we're all going to be slaves to our desires, no matter what we do. Unless you can get to that level where you're like, no matter what, we're all slaves to our desires, no matter what we do.
Yeah.
But once you realize that, like, my bad. The dude with the slick back hair. I didn't know your name.
Gavin, bro.
My bad. I suck with names.
Okay. Gavin, Josh, Cisco. Yeah, let's do
this.
But
like you said, once you realize that, you're free. If that makes sense. If that makes sense. I don't know if I'm making 100% sense here.
It does make sense, but I think it's a constant effort in order to be in that space in between that Vibe Samurai is talking about. I think it takes a lot of effort to remain in that little space.
Yeah, you constantly have to be thinking about it, or you'll fall back into a slave to yourself and no longer be free.
Right. And I always say, like, it's about like that gap. It's about widening the gap.
Yeah.
Right? You can't do it like that, but you got to just keep widening that gap where you can operate truly free, you know?
That's how I know Vibe Samurai meditates.
You have to widen that gap.
Right? Is that
widen that gap.
Hey, Cisco, that was a Matt Dunham line. See how much an X helps, bro? You know what I'm saying?
Here's another quote that comes to mind. Is the great way is easy for those who have no preferences.
The great way.
Or the great way is easy for those who are not attached to their preferences. Maybe that's a better way.
And I love analogy, so I'm gonna make an analogy here. It's like trying to find a wife. You know, everyone has their preference, right? But if you aren't attached to them and you go for someone that makes you happy and complete, you'll find one much easier. That's how I see that.
So you're saying we should all settle?
Wait.
Yeah, to a certain degree. To a certain degree, right? And that's
to a certain degree.
He's saying choose who chooses you.
Choose who chooses
exactly.
you. Yeah,
more closer to that. More closer to that. Bro. Not settle. Not settle. You shouldn't settle. But choose who chooses you.
Yeah, okay.
Damn, that's powerful. What's going on tonight, bro?
Likes me.
I know. It's Gen Z's in the. Hey, Josh, are you Gen Z? Josh,
I'm Gen Z, bro. I'm Gen
Z. Bro,
Amazing.
We found my Gen Z. Cisco, we were wondering where the fuck are the Gen Zs? Because Cisco fell in love with me day one. Tell him, like, what it took so long to get these two Gen Z freaking intellectual omnivores, bro. It took literally a year, bro. Why? You didn't reach out to... Anyway, go ahead.
No, it's been hard to find the based Gen Z, man. But they're out there.
We're out here. We're definitely out here. You know, it's not a lot of us. I feel like I'm a slave to my phone sometimes. You know, but I still try and consume content that'll at least make me think. You know. I'm so happy I saw Vibe Samurai's post while I was at work. You know, I should have been working, but you know, glad I scrolled. You know, so I can at least get some enrichment. You know, this is at least amazing. This is amazing.
Hey, Josh. So, what do you think of the conversation so far? You should join the Omnivore Club. We're looking for our founding 50. Right, Gavin, why don't you introduce the Omnivore Club, what you understand of it, our mission to the whole world? We got a lot of people in here and what we're trying to build in your mind.
So the way it comes out from me is, are you interested in being interested? There's a lot of just passionate people with a lot of really niche interests. And well, you know, we had a few conversations about like farming. And,
that's cool.
Like agriculture, and then also how that bleeds socioeconomically, and then how that bleeds into spiritually. And so, I don't know. I feel like if we got 50 of these motherfuckers in one room, we could like have an actual sustaining commune or something. It's really interesting.
But I'm down, bro. I'm down.
Everybody's down. My cult is
starting.
Down. My cult is starting. Guru status incoming. Pay me money. Oh, sorry, guys. Everybody.
No, you're good.
Anyone hey, Gavin, can you lead us in a meditation so we reset and, you know, calm down? Some breathing technique or a little mini meditation, 1 or 2 minutes, something where we calm down and get in touch with the presence.
You'd want that? You'd like that?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, hold on. Let me get situated.
All right, everybody. Oh shit, he's getting in position, bro. I gotta get in position too. Everybody's, oh wow, look at us. Oh shit, I'm excited. I have
to sit up at my desk.
All right.
Wait. Before we do.
Okay.
For some reason, I really want to get Rob in here. I feel like
we
he's
can't
really
do
good
it,
at
bro.
meditating.
We only have
No,
like
I'll
4.
leave so Rob can get in here. I'd love to hear his
All
thoughts.
Are
right.
you
Let's
sure,
get
Hear
Rob.
Josh?
his thoughts. Yeah, I'm sure, man. I'm sure. I'm always
Well,
open.
Yeah.
such
Come
a
back.
pleasure to meet you. I hope to
Of course,
see more
Yo,
of
of
you
course,
in
y'all.
follow so I can
Omnivore.
follow you back. I
Yeah,
just see you
Josh,
on
send me a DM. I want to follow you.
Of course,
Yeah.
bro. Of course. Thank
All
you
right.
for having me.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure.
All right. Let's get Rob. Rob, get up here. Gavin wants to talk to you. Only
You know,
4.
the
No, we're
breathing technique I've been using since I forgot the guest's name, but it was the inhale, and you do the sharp inhale at the top, and then you do a slow exhale all the way out. He said that
that feels
relaxed
good. No, doesn't that
some
feel good?
aspects.
Oh shit,
I do
Rob's
that
here.
on walks.
Oh shit. Oh boy, handsome man.
Rob!
Good to meet you, Gavin.
Hello,
Good to
hello.
meet
We're meditating.
No, big fan of your content.
He's a big fan of your content, mofo.
Oh,
Big fan.
appreciate you, bro. Appreciate
Watching
you.
it, of
Okay,
course.
what you got
I
for us?
wanted
Let's go.
well, not to redirect. Um, I can lead you into something very, very. I just
Bro, you're breaking up.
wanted to know if you lead us, Rob. You're gonna lead us.
Bro,
Do you
you're
have any
breaking up.
sitting practices that you love?
Bro, the
Your
algorithm is
internet's a
having
little
its way with
choppy.
you, bro. The
Your
algorithm
connection's
is like coming at you.
mm-hmm.
I didn't quite hear what you said, bro. Seriously, you've been cutting out.
So can you guys hear me?
Yes, now we can. Now.
You did?
Oh, okay. No, based on your content, I just wanted to know. Well, he asked me to lead us into a simple sitting thing, and I absolutely can. But based on, I was just watching you earlier today, so maybe it's in the fresh of my mind. I wanted to know if you had any sitting techniques or practices that you would like to share with us.
Well, I have my own version that I use for me. I haven't done it like the lead cult group sort of thing, you know, a bunch of sitters, but it absolutely can apply. But for me, I start the day with a gratitude sort of meditation, and I do it in a calm manner as I sip my coffee and get way into the day. And then I actually go for a walk after I do some creation and whatnot. And the walk is really the part. That's where it combines, like Vibe and I have talked before. It's where moments that are ordinary become extraordinary. You know, things that are just regular things, man, that most people just don't even look at. Like the way the leaves are blowing. You know, either you have to be high to get it, or you have to be in a heightened state of awareness and calm. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so I do that actually, affirmations, manifestations, and sort of a calm state of flow while I'm walking. I also do it in the morning, but it consists of that vibe, that calmness,
Hey,
right?
but bro, so lead us in a mini 1-2 minute gratitude meditation. Just lead us. So
Okay.
let's close our eyes and just visualize. Go ahead, bro.
Okay, you can close your eyes. Ready? I usually have mine open, but you do whatever you want. So what you're going to do, you're going to breathe in deeply 4 seconds. Slowly release. Do it again. In 4 seconds. Out at least 4 seconds. A couple of those kind of get you right. Usually we do about 4. We're doing a truncated version of this. Let's just picture yourself getting out of bed in the morning. You've just arisen from a state of complete unconsciousness, and you're starting to become aware, and you're breathing. You become aware of a couple of different things. Your heart is beating. Maybe you're sitting on the end of the bed, and you realize that your heart beat all through the night without you even knowing. And that's the first thing that you muster a small amount of gratitude for. It kept you alive and well. And it's okay to touch your heart. It's on the left side.
Which one?
Sorry, bro. Sorry. Yeah. To be grateful that system is set in place and run by your subconscious without you having to deal with it is amazing. And in addition to that, you think in terms of, well, you've been breathing, and so your lungs have brought in oxygen all through the night, and even now you're becoming aware that happened, and it's still happening, and it sustains you. And just those two things alone are a wonder and an amazement, because there are some people that did not wake up in the same situation as you just did this morning, where being able to acknowledge these things going on. And then, of course, you start to be able to feel your feet as they touch the floor. You move your fingers, and you have absolute control of all of your extremities. As you consider this, you think of the wonder of it. Like your brain receives electricity, and through some method that is almost indescribable of how complex it is, and yet it's simple. You have a thought, and you're able to move your toes, because that's how things were set up. That's this system that sustains you, this brain. And through electrical impulse that you extract from food daily, that also sustains you through this digestive system, this cardiovascular system, the blood that pumps oxygenated, free-flowing, nutrient-rich blood to the brain, to the rest of the body. As you consider all of these things, these are just a few little things that start your day, and realize how absolutely grateful you are for these things sustaining you. And then it just leads you into, well, there's more. I find myself in the most agreeable situation. I woke up in a bed. There's people that don't have beds. I woke up with people who are in my circle that love me and support me. And if you don't, then you're there with you. You love you. You support you. Is that enough, Kevin?
Damn, guys. I feel so grateful to be alive. I'm so grateful to be here, guys. Seriously, I love you, Rob. That was
Rob,
damn,
it just
bro.
starts
Rob,
with
you are a beautiful human. Thank you for sharing that.
So beautiful, bro.
God bless you for saying that, dude.
Damn.
You're a beautiful human. That was awesome.
Bro, you got to be part of the Omnivore Club, bro. I think we're gonna do this. We got to do this together, guy. Come on, let's go. Let's go. What do you think?
Hey, and let me tell you the backstory on that, Gavin. You may have seen it in the chat. The chat is out of control, bro. Just all day. But I wanted to say that I come from a couple of years ago of a state of hypervigilance and mindset of PTSD, stress, fight or flight, because I worked in criminal justice for about 16 years. And it's required to be at a moment's notice, ready to fight, ready to do anything. And my whole brain, my whole body got hijacked by that. And so I've had to really work hard, and this is a daily practice. This isn't something I've arrived anywhere. This is something that's necessary for me. And what I kind of realized about 90 days ago, and as I met Vibe, I started posting. I started feeling like maybe there's other people that could benefit from this trajectory, this little journey that I'm on, to better myself, to calm myself. And that's just it. You know, that's kind of where some of this has come from. And I extracted it from everywhere, like from people, from places, from neuroscience, neuroplasticity, and sort of still constructing it to make it my own, you know?
And where do you think, like, us meeting like this, Rob, and what's happening right here in this room, what level of gratitude is that, brother? I mean, think about everything that needed to happen, and the technology, and us living in, it's just, isn't that wild? Like, the fact that we're here, we're willing to spend time, our valuable time we're spending with each other for 2 hours, whatever, sometimes 3, 4. That is incredible, right?
And I happen to be grateful for this platform and just everyone. I mean, in that light, it's just absolutely incredible. We can be in 4 different places, different countries, different time zones, and yet here we are all feeling the same exact thing, like-minded, and we're in heart-mind coherence with each other. That's a very interesting thing. So can that transcend a phone and into a human? Can that vibration transcend an electronic that I'm speaking into? Yeah. The answer is yes. On a small scale, maybe on a large scale.
You know, talk about synchronous. Not like Rob. Not to interject my own story, but I can't help but relate to that small briefing of your story, just because. I mean, I'm like 6 months away from stepping away from like an identity that caused me severe hypervigilance and stress because of the cloud that I don't know if it's anywhere near like the criminal justice system amount of hypervigilance and stress. But I just wanted to say that I feel like there's a lot to learn from you, because, you know, I can't help but think of like the wounded healer, the person who heals their own wounds. You pull from Carl Jung, so the wounded healer is an archetype that I think about a lot, because and I stepped away from my career to become a practitioner of the thing that heals me through that same idea. If I continue to heal myself, then maybe someone else can heal themselves. But to see someone who's actually doing it is always so inspiring to me. So to meet another wounded healer is just immaculate.
Well, those are intertwined with your brief story of where you've come from and the words of affirmation I am profoundly grateful for, and just to hear that. But I mean, sort of in this moment, I was thinking as you were talking, I didn't want to interrupt, but I think that our bodies, our minds interpret stress not in degrees of, oh, you were working with criminals, so it must have been worse. I don't think so. I think the body experiences that level of anxiety and stress in very similar fashion. So I've deemed that it is particularly valuable for whomever. You might be in the corporate world and have a bunch of dicks and pricks above you, and they're minimizing you, even though you do all the work for everybody. There's different situations you're feeling the same. Like a tiger's going to chase you. Do you fight it or do you run? Okay, you can't fight it. You sure shit can't run. Now you're stuck. So it's that, right? It's that level. And I think it can be generated from just about anything, right?
Well, what you said about the tiger reminded me of something that Vibe Samurai posted not too long ago, of the parable of being stuck on a cliff with a tiger on top of you and a tiger below you.
Oh, geez.
The Zen parable, and then what do? You notice a strawberry in front of you and you eat the strawberry.
While you're hanging and you're about to die, Rob, and you see a little beautiful strawberry, right? There's tigers below you, and there's a mouse eating the rope.
Oh, I forgot about that.
The mouse eating the rope. So then she sees a strawberry, she grabs it, and that.
I've been thinking about that the past few days, actually. Because of, and what an immaculate image to keep me in this moment. I'm like, man, this moment is pretty sweet, isn't it?
Damn,
it's all you
crazy.
got.
I mean, that's super incredible. I mean, the thing that Vibe comes up with sometimes are just they're mind exploding. The things he comes up with, and you can take it at so many different angles of learning and teaching, right? And that's why he's a mentor for me. And I'm so grateful to be associated, but and I'm not that much older. You
son you are, bro. How old are you, bro?
I'm 59, bro. Come on, got me in my 60s already.
Bro.
80 years. Bro, when you get older, it's a lot.
Not a boomer. Not a boomer.
Bruno.
Oh my God.
Oh, but anyway, I mean, what do you do? Let's go back to the strawberry for a second. Are you thinking in that scenario, you actually think you're going to die?
That's the
you're
question.
Going to die.
Right.
So do you go for the strawberry anyway? Or do you actually think there's a way you might not die? And so reaching for the strawberry might be.
Shit. Oh, shit.
I mean, I don't know.
No, it's so interesting you put it that way. The way my body internalizes it never really thinks about the death. It thinks about the suffering. And I think the suffering is 100% coming. And so might as well take this moment now to feel the sweetness.
Wow.
It's funny. I've never even thought about the death part. Like, obviously, the tiger's going to maul you, but I think about the actual pain more than the death. I don't know.
Damn, bro. Internet is bad, bro.
Your internet's going through some latency, bro.
Oh, I might just get shot up. My internet has been horrible, so I might be leaving here and having to jump back on soon.
No, you're doing okay. You're getting through it. But I mean, just, for me, so many angles on all of that, right? And I don't really want to deal with death. So it's not my go-to, like, oh, screw everything. I'm going to eat that strawberry. I'm going to die anyway. I haven't dealt with that yet. And look at my tender young age. I'm like, I'm not completely, in those damn movies, oh, today's a good day to die. Well, how the fuck do you know, For me,
bro, but I think, but at the end of the day, though, if you knew you were staring death in the face, I think you would freaking take that strawberry and just take that nice juicy bite. I'm serious.
Yeah, but haven't you seen the videos where they got worms in them?
What video, bro? They have a video of that?
Yeah. These fools put the things on, they put it in some water or soak it in something. I don't know what it is. Vinegar, and all of a sudden worms come out of it. I'm like, oh, I don't like strawberries anymore. Anyway, it ruins your analogy, but
Cisco, you've been quiet. What's up?
No kidding.
You guys can hear me?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. I guess to kind of bring it back to what Rob was talking about, after your gratitude, then you have your walk. And actually, last time we wanted to learn more about your walking methodology. So I'll take the opportunity now, because I've personally been minimum 2 times a week doing like an hour and a half walk. Like, I walk somewhere far and I walk back, no headphones. And I'm just like either being a chatterbox, or I'm trying to just focus on the breath and attempting to not. But I'll
this needs chatterbox
from the universe.
It's called monkey mind. Monkey mind. It's just going crazy.
But because just as a Gen Z, like, when you feel discomfort, it's so easy to bring up the rectangle, your phone, which is over here. But like
what?
So now I'm forcing boredom, essentially. Like, it's not so much a meditation practice than it is like I'm practicing boredom. But I think I got to incorporate, I love this gratitude piece. It just kind of, like, when you were running that, it was like the past, the future didn't exist. It was just right here, right now. I'm like, this is amazing technology, this body, for it to just do it on autopilot. And the next thing too, like, even having a hot shower, they're like, oh, we didn't have that like 100 years ago, whatever. Like,
right.
We're living better than kings with the modern luxuries of just modern day convenience too. Yeah. So there's like reinforcing that idea and then going for a walk.
So, I mean, that's just, I remember now you were talking about this before, and I was really intrigued at how it would develop. And so I think for me, if it were me, I'd want to, but I'm a pusher, man. That's why I got to calm my mind down sometimes. I'll be pushing all kinds of thoughts, I got that a little bit of ADHD where, you look at my stand store, like, tone it down, bro. I have to have a self-talk, get some stuff out of there. So walks can be the same, where everything's hitting you. You want to think about everything. And sometimes that's okay. And why isn't it okay? It's where you can organize your thoughts in a fashion. But I love the way you said it. You're learning just to be bored for a minute, just letting your mind just kind of ride. It's a state of being. It's literally a state of being.
I got a question.
Painful.
Piggyback on that.
Yeah.
Why is it so effing difficult to do nothing? The absence of something.
Yeah.
Well,
But
I
we
think
could
it's
blame
Even when I
the
sit
society.
down.
society of performance. You know, if I'm not hyper optimized every living second, you know, they're like, you're a failure. You're not a 12-hour, 14-hour a day entrepreneur. What are you doing with your life? You're like, I'm tired.
I'm actually
bro, it's such bullshit marketing, right?
But I mean, that's societal. It's cultural. It's everything coming at us, right? All the ads, everything. But there's a way to do more and be calmer. And I mean, ask Vibe. He's probably doing more than he's ever done. But in that, there's a way to calm yourself down so that it doesn't actually seem like it. I get up at 4 a.m. I would have never gotten up at 4 by my own choosing. By getting up for a job, I'm like, you know. But now my whole life is arranged in the way that I just wake up. I'm plenty satisfied with my sleep because I'm old. And that's all the creative time. It's the calm time. But I'm doing more than most people do in a week, every morning. I mean, creating 12 posts and doing shit, walking 2-3 miles and drinking the world's best coffee.
But Rob, but the content creation, right? It's been very therapeutic for you, no? Haven't you learned so much
100%.
about?
100%.
Tell us what you learned. Tell us what you learned, because you grew to 100,000 in 6 months, right? Or 7 months?
I've only been doing this 3 months, sir.
3 months, guys.
90 days. So,
well, that's just proof of medicine.
Maybe for me, I need more. I need to carry it out 6 months in a year and see where we land, see what it's looking like. So far, so good.
Yeah, but
it's
so tell us what you
100,000
learned. Yeah. Tell us what you learned about life and yourself.
But I'm still learning. I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm talking too much though, but I want
to. We love it.
It's therapy.
Oh, your wisdom upon our soul ears.
So Gavin, there's only 31 people in here, nobody else. So let's just talk like we're just here, right? Because that's what we are anyway.
Exactly.
So I got bumped out of that career 2 years ago because I had an acute stroke, and it was because my heart was in AFib, atrial fibrillation, and I didn't know. I kind of, that was the stress, and it wasn't that things were blocked and I'm old and my heart's bad and all that. It was literally, we've done so many tests, we realized it was the stress. And there's a little atrium in your heart that it can get coagulated blood if you don't have that sinus rhythm constantly. Why do I bring that up? Because initially there were some impacts. There were some impacts on speech. There were some impacts on my left side. That hence the walking. The minute I could, I haven't missed a day since. I'm almost close to whatever it is, almost 2 years now in August. So almost 700 days, or it's a bunch. So there's that as part of my rehabilitation. And then speaking on here, finally chose to put my wrinkly face out here because speaking, it's helping me recalibrate my speech. And I firmly believe in neuroscience and neuroplasticity, where you can create paths around areas that have experienced brain injury or trauma. And I've learned that because I'm experiencing it. It's my lived experience. So not only that, but the calmness, bringing my heart under control, and posting about it and having social proof now. It's close to 100,000 on 2 different platforms, and feeling bold enough because I met somebody like Vibe. I mean, I didn't want to put my face out here, bro. Not in any kind of way. But now, the beautiful people that are here and the beautiful things that are occurring, such as right now, we're all stinking in kind of a way. That's been happening with people. People I've never met. And believe it or not, that's part of one of my affirmations is I'll create deep, meaningful relationships that'll be healing, for growth, for education, a couple other things, and mutual monetization. I say that every day. I've said it for 2 years. I didn't know this would be the iteration of that. I had no idea, bro.
Rob, would you do me a favor?
anything, bro.
Would you write down that specific affirmations about meeting people in our group chat? I might steal that from you because that seems very powerful.
Dude, you can steal anything there ain't nothing special here, bro.
You need to create these things where, people can, get their stuff. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. That's very inspiring.
Look, Squeeze Durich says this man is AI. So I've had a couple people say, "Hey, are you AI?" And I'm like, "What?"
Everybody's alright because you don't know.
You can't make a turkey giblet like this.
Of course you can. You can do anything with AI, bro. You could totally be AI, man.
No.
Hey, guys, let's go to this is a beautiful question, guys. Let's answer Paulo Maracho. .ti. Guys, any advice of how to reach our full potential living in a low vibrational environment?
Can you get out of the low vibrational environment?
Physically remove yourself if you
can. That's number one. If you can. Okay.
Probably the best way.
Yeah, that's the best way.
That's the best way.
Okay.
Now,
second.
if you can't, because I was in a low vibration for 16 years. That environment, it seeps in, bro. I made a Japanese garden in the back of my yard so that I could try and just calm myself because I knew something was wrong. I mean, hey, I'm proud of that, some bitch. Don't do that to me.
You showed us the freaking video tour already. You're so proud of your fucking garden.
I am proud because I'm not a landscaper.
I love the garden.
Gavin loves everything about. He's your number one fan. Cisco's my number one fan.
I know. I'm like geeking out over here. This is wisdom grade A, bro.
Don't nerd out on me, bro. I'm just a normal human being, okay?
So much wisdom, we appreciate
it. But you know what the serendipity? Or the takeaway is that we're all in the right place. This intellectual omnivore gathering is us. I mean, we're the iteration of it. Not. I used that word twice. I'm sorry. We are the exact expression of it, right? Because we all love so many different things. I mean, Vibe sent me something earlier, and he was exercising.
I took a sticker of it. Well, something I've been thinking about is I get there's a general sense and idea and feel of what the group is and should be, but I'm wondering if we can create some staple pillars, maybe some commandments or something that really illustrate. Or do you even think that it needs that kind of...
You mean the founding code? The founding code?
Rigidity. Well, the founding code. Okay.
I think that's an appropriate thing to ask. I think that's really important. It'll develop. The next picture yourself walking across your yard and it's dark, and yet there's these lighted stones that kind of light up as you go across, and the next one lights up as you approach, and the path is going to develop. And I know Vibe and I have just had a brief conversation about this, but how this shape shifts is going to be up to the members. It's going to be up to, the people who are sort of the subset of leaders, and they will be vetted. They're trusted, and they're going to help guard shit, because chaos works its way in anywhere. But that's such a great, astute way to look at it. There should be some pillars, and what they are.
Yeah. You mean for the Omnivore Club, you were saying?
Yeah. No, for your Omnivore Club, absolutely.
Guys, you guys didn't read my website? I spent time putting this together, and you guys never
read that?
Bro, you didn't see the founding code?
They felt that they wanted to be in it. They didn't read shit to get in it. Come on, man.
All right, let's go over the founding code. This is seriously, I feel like there's 6 founding code things, right? Number 1. Okay. No, I'm being serious because in Cisco, you can chime in about that guy we had issues with, right? For 19 vibe sessions on X. And that's where these rules develop, right? Why don't you tell them about it? And then about that. Yeah.
Well, I pulled up the website so I can read off the founding code here.
But give them the setup with the whole thing, right?
Well, the first one is come in good faith. Because sometimes someone was maybe just a little antagonistic on purpose when we were just trying to facilitate good convo. And they're like, oh, no freedom of speech here. I'm like, you know what, dude? Yes. No. You got to treat people with respect and just be kind. We want good vibes. We don't want bad
vibes above all else.
Yeah.
So
not chaos.
No, but he would like just, I would tell him my experience of something, but he would like not acknowledge that, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like it's stuff like that. And he doesn't like, you know, even though you're telling him, that's why coming in good faith is important. So if I'm coming to you in a vulnerable, whatever way, I'm being honest, right? Like, so not understood. Anyway, so go. I'm sorry. Sister.
Yeah.
He was like, well, I'm being authentic. But it was just an aggressive, like combative little energy. And we were like, it just wasn't clash. You know, it was just a clash and we didn't want clashing. So come in good faith. And then leads into number 2, which is don't diminish others, because now it's a performance of I'm right, you're wrong. And no, we want to hear both perspectives and to have a conversation about it.
And diminishing is also like one woman, she was talking about, and we love her, right? Nicole, she's a regular guest or a participant. And she was like, she was talking about the impact that AI had on her. Super transformative, to the point that she's crying and transforming. And this guy is like laughing at her, saying, come on, that's ridiculous. Like, you know what I mean? This woman is like talking about her
that's rude.
vulnerable, and he's like, hey man, you know, it's just you're just getting mind duped or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Anyway, that's it. You know, it should have been clearer, and I wanted to boot this guy early. But this is the other interesting thing, because I'm the Vibe Samurai. I saw this in Vibe Sesh 3. And the funny thing is, he loved Vibe Sesh, right? But I remember my first meeting on Vibe Sesh, he had this diminishing with women kind of thing. And I was like, this dude's no good. But then everyone else didn't see it. And we're like going through like 17 or 18 Vibe sessions. And I'm like, guys, this guy's out of control. See, so even as a leader, I didn't like, I asked the community, right? And I had to prove.
We even did like an intervention episode.
Oh, I got a question.
Wow, I got a comment too after your question.
No.
The
I
intervention.
want to hear the comment first.
What's your question, bro?
My question is, like, is it?
The internet just hit him right there.
Oh my God.
Bang,
bang. Oh no, he's dead, guys.
Yeah.
Look at that little thing. All right,
wow.
Other guests. All right, if you want to drop down, I got some other people that we can invite up. We're gonna meet some new people.
You want me to drop down, bro?
No. I'm trying to get rid of Gavin.
Don't make it sound like that. I was going to say, say about attraction. What you were saying is sometimes we're attracted to somebody, like in every kind of way, but our nervous system tells us no, but we ignore it, and we don't realize it till down the line. We felt something, we ignored it, and now it rears its ugly head later. And when we're less attracted to the things that were shiny, you know, that's the same with that guy you just talked about, right? You probably felt it right away, but you're doing shit. You got a lot of people in here, you know, in your vibe sesh. But was there an indication is my question, because that's emotional intelligence for sure. Seeing someone else kind of for where they're at, their pattern, and that aggression. Did you feel it at the very first? I'm asking.
Yeah, I feel like there was a subtle he would be like a bit cooperative, like, oh, my bad, bro, like, you know, I'll do better. But then like he would kind of say that, but he never really wanted to do that.
So a narcissist.
They're a narcissist.
What's up, man?
But he took it so bad. Hey man, what's up?
What's your name, sir?
Shane.
Shane. Pleasure to meet you.
What's going on, brother?
I've been following the Vibe Samurai for a while. You know, I'm listening to his thing. You know what I'm saying?
Where are you at? Where are you from?
I'm from Jamaica, but I'm in Bayonne now.
Oh,
Jersey,
yeah,
New
buddy.
Jersey.
Oh, you're in Jersey
That's
now.
awesome.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, what you been enjoying? Have you been listening on to the Vibe session right now? Did you just
Yeah,
join?
yeah, I was listening to you guys, vibing
Mm-hmm.
out, getting it going. But I've been following most of like the sayings, like you be saying, like you see me, like the understanding of oneself and how things go. You know what I'm saying? And I agree with a lot of it. You know what I'm saying?
Damn. So, like what, bro? Tell us, like identity stuff. You're going through identity stuff,
Well, man,
shifting. What's going on with you?
it's more like looking into oneself and then finding those things that are common amongst others. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Yeah, so like getting to understand what you do or what you're about or where you're from or what your intent is, and then along the way, people like you I don't want to say you level up, but you get more mature, more potent, so once the potency increases, like you start seeing a common, like potent, you see, and then it's only common sense to, if it's the potency, make it more potent, you know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? That's the one. So that's where I'm at with it right now, you know what I'm saying? Presently.
So you're in a growth state, aren't you? You're just really taking it all in and kind of growing based on the content and stuff.
Yes, exactly, yeah.
That's great. I can kind of feel that from you. That's really cool.
Are
Oh,
you
you're in the
following?
right place, man.
Yeah.
You're in the
Are you
right
following
place.
Rob?
Huh?
Are you following Rob?
Who's right?
This
Oh,
guy
I'm
right
Rob, by
here.
the way. You don't need to follow me, Rob. But I also
He's good for you,
you
bro.
can if
This is
you
my
want.
first time.
I run a channel named Be the Calm, and I wouldn't be in existence if it weren't for me meeting Vibe. So.
I got a pen somewhere. All right, what you said it's called? What's the name of it?
You can write it down.
He's gonna write it
Sure.
down. Let's go. Let's go. Let's give it. Be the calm, guys. Follow this man. Amazing
BB.
I'm
guy.
gonna
You can
I'm gonna
click
put
at
it.
the top, the
I'm
title
gonna
of the
put it in
live
the chat
stream.
right there. Do you see it? Be the Calm.
You can follow
Be
him.
the calm.
You see
Oh,
that?
BB come.
That's my channel. So just when you get the chance, you can check it out. You don't need to leave or nothing.
Bro, your name is so hard. Be the calm. Why did you choose be the calm, bro?
That's so
Why did you
easy.
bring like that old school English, bro?
It
Why did
is.
you bring
It's an
Shakespeare
ode.
English?
In a way, it's an ode to the English they use in the King James version of the Bible. Even though I am kind of not religious, but I did grow up religious most of my adult life. So that's where that "thee" comes from. When we were taught to pray, it was I pray to thee and thou and thine. So I don't know if that's where I grabbed it. It just somebody else had BT. Be the calm. Somebody else had that, so I used thee.
Hey, but so you were religious for your
Oh yeah.
whole adult life, and
Oh.
then you stopped. So what happened? Tell us about that. You never
Oh my
told us that
gosh.
story. Yeah.
Well, it coincided with the pandemic. We sort of had separation from this high demand religion that we grew up in. I didn't have a choice. Since I was in diapers, I was in it, right? And not only were we in it, but I was a leader in it and all kinds of stuff all throughout my life. It was just a foregone conclusion. That's what we do. That's what we are. But you know how the pandemic did some stuff to everybody, like question everything, right? That's really when my journey into questioning everything started.
Wow. Okay. It started
We're
with
in the
COVID.
matrix, and man, what if this is really a construct of man's, something they're putting on society, or all of those things go through your mind. You must get the shot or else, and whether you did or not, it's inconsequential. But there were
I
some
got the
people
shot. I got
pushing,
the three of them.
and that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
At my work, they were forcing us to get it, or we would get terminated. And I just, I'm kind of like a mule, a little rebellious. So I was like, that doesn't feel right. You know what I mean? So
You went.
during the same time, we sort of questioned I did a lot of what was going on with the religion that we were in. I mean, and I spent almost a couple years researching all the stuff that I thought was a foregone conclusion as truth, but it wasn't truth. It was the construct of a man's thinking, interpretation. And man, it's just went off in a direction.
It was like that overnight. You just stopped believing. Like, so how? What? That didn't feel like anything. No grieving. Like, oh, I used to believe in God,
Yeah.
and now.
No. It's not that I don't believe in God. I do believe in more of a higher power. I don't want anyone controlling the version of what God I should believe in, and that really bothers me. You can call it whatever you want, but absolutely, we're not here as some like happening. I think we're all miracles. Be honest. Just everything that's constructed the way it is, and somebody needs to change their batteries on their smoke detector one of these times. But here's the thing. I did about 2 years worth of research in a you could call it grieving, but it was so that I could feel satisfied that everything that I'd ever thought I deconstructed. And I'm okay with that.
Bro.
Oh, dude, I didn't say.
Bro, how do I get? Okay, I got it. I'm removing it from the video. All right, bro. It was good meeting you.
No, it was just, it's the beeping because I said the beeping and so he's taking care of it. I'm sorry, man. I didn't know that was.
Like, it's working without batteries. I don't know what that means. You know what I'm saying?
Those things in our house are irritating all day long. So
yeah.
Anyway, that's a whole conversation, Vibe. That's a whole religion conversation. But needless to say, I egressed from that, and it's all part of this trajectory. It absolutely is. So the realization that we had patterns in our mind placed there by other people, by cultures, by neighborhoods, by parents, by religions, and to be able to think clearly away from those things and start fresh is so wonderful. It's part of being calm.
So are you saying like you are like freely, autonomously yourself finding your way towards God, whatever you say it is?
Yes, that would be a good way of saying it. Yeah, and you use the word God. I use the word higher power right now, but everyone calls a greater power something. Some people call it the universe. You know, it's just. But absolutely, that's been a journey. It's not over. It's a journey of a lifetime. I mean, it mangled me for most of my adult life. So it's going to take me a little time to unprocess some of that, right?
Yeah, man. Take your time, buddy. No rush. No rush, buddy. We're all here, brother. We're all here. We're going through the process together. You know
it's not going to happen in the next 30 seconds, so I'm just saying.
It's a long-term procedure, you know. We got a long time to be here. We're looking for eternity, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Hey, what's your name again, bro?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Shane. I don't know how to say my name here, but my name is Shane. Right. Shane, but you could call me Shane Rosh or Shane. You know.
Shane, you got to join our Omnivore Club. This is what this is tonight.
You know, honestly, I'm not so savvy with Instagram, so I just be, you know what I mean? Well, however I figure it out, but you got to show me how to do all of that, you know, extraordinary.
All right, bro, I got you, bro. We want you in the Omnivore Club. Don't you worry. I'm gonna hold your hand. It's you good.
Likewise, yeah.
Hey, but
all you got to do is hang around, man. He'll lead the way.
Rob, so let's talk about this. This is exciting. Things are shifting. I was telling everybody, you know, like I feel stuff shifting. That's what's so interesting about it. Right now, there's like, you know, it's been shifting all along, but I'm aware of it right now. Like there's a shift going on that we got this thing. We're here. We got some omnivores here. We met a lot of new people, like-minded people. Everybody seems to want this. There's demand for this. There's thirst for this. You know what I'm saying? So where do you think this is going? What do we need to do? You know, like you're going to be a big leader in this, right? So
I think in terms of where this goes, it will reveal itself. But so far, so good, right? I mean, I'm having a really good feeling about this a little bit. I still want to listen a little bit to the guy I've not heard from enough all night, how he's feeling about this. Because Vibe and I kind of talked about this a little bit, and I'm sure you guys did. what this group means, where it could go, and having a space where everybody can kind of be a community and of like-minded people, and maybe have resources to learn from, to grow together, to share. Because I mean, look at your Instagram. If you're on the thing, it's been blowing up all day, like people talking to each other all day long without vibe, and he'll plug in every now and again, but that's it. It'll take on a life of its own. This group that we're talking about, Shane, it's that he's talking about. I don't know. What are your thoughts on that? I think it's going to become something more than just a live, more than just
What do you think, Cisco? Cisco, what do you think? Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of before Intellectual Omnivore got a title, I've always because I'm in the craft of becoming a vibe samurai, and I've always looked at it like we could eventually create an alumni network of vibe samurai that maybe take on this founding code, and they can facilitate great conversation. But I think Intellectual Omnivore transcended into just simply being like a networking opportunity where people have all kinds of niche curiosities and passions and blah, blah, blah. And it's an opportunity for them to meet. Again, with the founding code, like come in good faith, don't diminish, curiosity over certainty, presence over performance, disagree without domination. Nothing is too deep, strange, or silly to explore. So that's creating the non-judgmental space, and that's what a vibe sesh is at its core. We facilitate like the original laboratory of it. Like this is a science experiment to us. Like we're always trying to new things and new conversations. But I think over time, one little training that Bruno can
I interject 1 second? To ask a question?
Facilitate conversations like this, but you yourself can do it.
Yeah.
I see that's where it can go.
Go ahead, Shane.
Yeah, when you say entertain conversations and thing, right? Like when we entertain the conversation, is there a predetermined destination, or we just go in, see where it goes, anywhere it goes?
Both.
I think both.
Okay.
And like, I think yes. The answer is yes.
Yeah, tonight this was an open vibe sesh, so there's no agenda. This is complete improv. But when we have a special guest, Bruno does research. I'll like watch their reels and try to just think of questions that are tailored to them. So that's the destination, is learning about that special guest. But an open vibe like this right now, complete improv, we had no idea.
Yeah, but like in the future, but like in the future, if this community goes somewhere, right? Like people can form subgroups, right? If they're interested in anime or this and that, and they get together with each other and do a meetup, right? Like you can see all these different subgroups, and it kind of leads up to all the way at the top. You know what I'm saying? Like in terms of the core values, that's what we all have in common. The founding
I feel
code.
Like decentralized.
The possibilities are infinite almost. But the question I want to ask is when you say like we could have either a predetermined destination or we could go anywhere with it, right? Now are we going on infinitely? Because it's like we could choose a destination. Is it like we have any destination and we choose any destination and we try all of those?
That's a good question. Yeah. What's the destination,
or we
guy?
just always have one destination as a control, and then we go with anywhere, we try combinations of that and see how that work out. You know what I mean? You understand what I'm saying? Like,
what do you think, Rob?
I think the underlying destination is building relationship with each other through different experiences that we find common ground with. And through experiences or whatever, it's not necessarily by illuminating our disagreements or things that are so different about how you grew up, how I grew up, but we can talk about those and find a common ground where we are all kind of uplifted in a way, And I think that's the backbone of it, is people feel that feeling of having been better or having experienced it together.
So
improve.
Are we trying to determine our first or initial common ground for all of us, or for each of us individually to meld into something, or like are we having a predetermined? No, we can't have a predetermined common
Well, it's
ground.
not a
But I'm saying,
predetermined, but I
No.
put on my website the founding code, right? Like, so that's kind of what we start with, and that can morph as a community, right? Like, it's not like, or it's not set necessarily. I don't know.
I'm saying, all right, for all of us, do we all desire a unified common goal, or are we all trying to say, well,
Do you desire a unified common goal?
I do.
Really? Okay. What do you
Yeah.
think a unified common goal is? We can have a placeholder. Yeah. What do you think? What's a good mission here?
I think the first one is pain. Like we all know some type of pain, so we all could, find some way to get rid of the pain that we've all had bent up for however long. You know what I mean? So like the more potent your pain, I think you should go first. You know what I mean? Like, because you're not gonna stop with all the painfulness. So I mean, get the painfulness out the way first. Whatever the destination is, or whatever. At first, the common ground, whatever the destination we desire to do, whether we trying to take pain down or see how far you go with pain to prove what you can do with that, if that is desirable to help us get to whatever destination we're trying to get to, because everything is here. So why are you so painful? Prove the necessity of that pain. Or we all here, we all implemented pain on each other. So what was the reason? So can we prove the reason of the pain? And then if that is the common ground, or we say the common ground is love to begin with, how loving is everybody? Like how potent is that to begin with, or how much percentage is that to find out? Like how we all know pain, so that would probably be the most potent or the most powerful common ground to start with at this point. And start growing. Yeah, all right.
That's a really good interjection. I think a community by its very nature, if everyone becomes like-minded and sort of coherent, support each other, and they help each other be seen through various trauma or pain, right? And that's pain, hate, and love are intrinsically tied together in a weird way. Sometimes we experience pain by people that we also love or that loved us dearly. And so there's trauma there that we all can work through. And that's, for me, that's an underlying yes part of the group. Although there's chaotic, things that people want to talk about and explore. It's an exploratory adventure, right, of thought. That's the underlying thing I think you hit right there, is sort of helping each other a little bit through pain and understanding it, overcoming it, growing through it. And sometimes it's helpful to have somebody to help you do that, right?
I think the main thing is the earth is revolving. So I think we could find a way. I think the principle there of following the earth to stay on the earth is we could revolve around that, find all the angles of pain and find all the ways to look at it, all the vantage points of it. And, I think one is comical, because one thing I learned, there's like a lot of intelligence in comedy. Like the first one is like Bill Maher, like he's very intelligent with his comedy. And I think the other guy, he kind of looked like George Carlson. Like he was the same way. Yeah, he was the same way with it. Like I think if you could poke fun at the pain, then you will start to see like how comical that was. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly. Yes. That's a good point.
Yeah, that can be cathartic.
That's what we're going to do. That's definitely part of the Omnivore Club, guy. This is a good mission. That's one good mission. What do you think, Cisco?
Yeah, I think it's like the topics are infinite. Like you could host a conversation about pain, the pain people go through.
You would host that, brother. Yeah,
like,
you.
Dude, some people in the chat were talking about farming and agriculture. So there's a contrast of interest, like about where you could go. So it's like intellectual omnivore is just, there's like brilliant things, there's silly things we care about, and it's just allowing people to share everything, and creating that kind of open, safe space, non-judgmental space. That's kind of because when people can have a calm nervous system, now they can start sharing their authentic selves without threats and fear and stress. So that's something that speaks to your heart to talk about. Then you can get together with other people to do the same.
I think that's one of the best things that could happen if we start this. Let's say we find the platform, circle, or whatever, just based on our little experiment with the Instagram group, right? I just feel like we find them a good platform. Everybody's just kind of talk to each other, find each other, right? And we all have these values of being open, curious, and all those fundamental values, right? But they're all like moving next, and we have different events. Maybe you're interested in this event, but not interested in that. But a lot of other people will be interested in that event, right? About pain versus meditation or whatever we're doing. We're just going to start self-organizing, right? And
Yeah.
we as leaders, and we should, or as a community, not just leaders, but figure out, right, like the best way to set this up and ensure engagement between each other, right? Like maybe guiding certain questions that you can ask, and then everybody starts forming subgroups and leading their own rooms, right? Like in lives or videos, right? So
I
that could
agree.
be really amazing.
Yeah, I think that is more would also make it more potent, because if you're of a one consensus, or if you have a like mind and your witnesses of that in agreement, that will make your conversation, your reality, or your truth, or what you believe in, more true and more potent as well. And then before you bring it to the one body, or the one tree, or the one destination, if you get grafted back in, you got to be of a certain quality. You can't just get here, because it might deteriorate. Because if you look at botany, when they graft some they mix up plants, like, you don't know exactly what it's going. You got to give it time. So we don't really have time for that again. You know what I'm saying? So you want whatsoever you coming with over there with that y'all grouped up with, prove that it's valuable to where we trying to go, or it's of a quality of a certain standard. You know what I mean? So there has to be time for y'all to develop. I came across this word lately with law, your jurisprudence, or your body of work. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to take time to build that up, to show your intent and show your value. You know what I'm saying? So I think, we could start there, like, y'all say y'all that, so group up, and then develop your body of work, improve what it does, and then, then when it's qualified, if we look at it, we can see what it can do based off of everything we can, conversing about, the destination, meanwhile, the conversation is still going, you understand what I'm saying, at the same time. So the question I wanted to ask out too is this, are we trying to achieve like a duality, a singularity, or like a quadruple imbalance, or, like, what are we looking towards with this? Like, are we trying to bring it back to one? You know what I'm saying? Or, like, what is our overall goal? You know what I'm saying? Like,
the destination is evolving.
It's evolving, my friend. You want too much certainty, my friend. Just go with the flow, brother. Brother,
We're figuring.
calm
We're
down.
building the plane while we're flying it right now.
Breathe. We're just fucking winging it, bro. Don't ruin the flow, bro. Too many constraints. You're limiting me with all these constraints.
That's a really good observation. You are wanting it to become finite so that you can understand what it is. It's metamorphosizing right now. It's shape-shifting right now. We don't know what it's going to become, but I have a feeling it's going to be great. You could put it. It's like Reddit, where there's 1,000 different subsections of whatever, but it won't be that. It won't be that. I think it'll be better.
That's true. Because it could turn out to be like a Reddit, right? Exactly.
But I mean, to try and put it in a category right now is really difficult, because it's just beginning, and it's people that will push it. It's conversations, it's vibes.
The niche right now is like the people that are in it. We're not really putting anybody in a box yet. Like, we're just saying, who are you? Let's all mingle, and we'll figure it out together.
Exactly.
Hey, like, what I think it would be really cool if whatever platform we're on, we have forums, right? Like, and we ask like amazing questions, some absurd questions, really deep questions, and you upvote the ones that you want, and we kind of like give prizes to ones with the funniest story or whatever. Like, make it fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, so then you start learning about each other, right? Depending on your answer. Right, whatever interesting, like the eternal loop question, right? Like if we give them the eternal loop question, and who has the best one, right? It'll be upvoted. Oh my God, this is your eternal loop. Imagine the answers, bro. Imagine the answers to the that should have been my application question. I'm going to change it tomorrow. I'm
It
going to
still
change that.
can.
Add that.
It
Yeah.
still can, man. You can still put that in there.
Yeah, I will. I will. But right, you know what I'm saying? But
Oh, yeah.
people are going to learn about each other and start connecting. And
Yes.
maybe they say something in their internal loop question like, "Oh, I grew up in Utah," and then someone else, "Oh, you grew up in Utah," and then they contact each other through DM through our platform, right?
I think I recognize that. I think because I'm not going to say I know everything, but it's kind of like, this is the song that never ends. This is the song
That never
never ends.
ends.
Some people
But I mean,
started singing it, not knowing what it was, and they continue singing it forever.
Bro, you're in a good mood,
yeah.
right? Check
Go
out
on.
this guy's vibe, baby.
It's been heights of understanding, and I'm saying that, well, I guess we trying to reach there again, you know what I mean? And it's something like, I understand what you're trying to say, you know, like you got to figure
But it's
out
like
your way
posting.
from there.
It's like somebody's account. They post and post and post, and it goes through different waveforms over the course of time. You know, it just does. Like you just said, it's the song that doesn't end because it takes on a whole new life of its own, and you learn things from it. People grow. Right, that's what I picture anyway.
But you know what I think? I think that loop is on a plane. And then I think the way out of it is a plane. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's a loop. I do think it's a constant loop, but I think yourself is the loop. You're gonna find. You know what it's like? When I used to watch Rock-a-Doodle-Doo movie, and then the cartoon like the Flintstones, and then they used to do it like, you see the time when he's driving, and if you notice the background, you see tree house, and he running with his feet, and tree house. I was like, yo. And then I seen Rock-a-Doodle-Doo, and they show you what they do is the thing there like that, just rolling, you know what I'm saying? And so
Going in a loop.
It's going in a loop. So what you need to do is like, you are the loop, you know, the loop, you are the loop, and then the loop is around you. So you have to look into yourself, you know what I mean, and find the truth, or you know what I mean, what do you call that, and then find your way out of that plane, because it's you know, it's like the astral plane, the physical plane, the spiritual plane, the fleshy plane, you know, whatever plane you on and you subscribe to, you got to plane up out of there. You know what I'm saying? It's something to that nature, you know what I mean?
It's a little bit like Pete and Repeat were in a boat, and Pete fell out, and who was left?
I never heard that one. I never heard that one.
Hey, Shane, it was great meeting you. I'm going to ask you to step down because we want to give someone else a chance to be on stage.
Cool.
All
How
right,
do I
brother?
do that? How do I do it? Just X?
Yeah, exit, brother.
All right, one love. Yeah, respect.
Really good to meet you, man. Really good to meet you.
Good to meet you, brother. You're amazing. It's so good. It's so good, man. Okay, let's invite someone new who wants to come up. Okay, let's do this.
I'll be right back.
Levin. He's another one of the omnivores. Let's meet Levin. What do you think, Cisco?
I'm gonna about to rip the Benjamin again.
Look at this handsome man. Why are there so many handsome men in the Omnivore Club? Dude, so many fucking handsome men. Damn,
rocking
they're
that
good
beard.
Hello from Germany.
Hello from Germany. Are you being serious?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, wow.
Directly from the heart from Munich.
Oh, shit. Wow. From Munich. This is incredible. Bro, it's late there.
Quite early.
Oh, yeah.
I think 3:45 is it?
3:45? What are you doing up?
Well, my sleep rhythm is completely upside down, so yeah, why not join here?
Well, what happened? Why is your rhythm off?
Well, I don't want to really talk about it, but yeah,
sorry,
it's getting better.
Okay, personal. Hey, Levin, but tell us. So you're part of the Omnivore group on Instagram, right? So what do you think of the experience so far? What you observed? Tell us about that.
Yeah, like I said earlier in the chat, it's quite nourishing. It's amazing, but amazing is not the right word. So nourishing is quite better.
That's a
but
good word, man.
only
That's such a good word. Hey,
Dang.
some adjective. Nourishing, Cisco said rejuvenating, bro. That was his word.
okay.
When in our early vibe session, he was like, bro, instead of being tired after interaction because I'm an introvert, um, I can't sleep. And by the way, tonight I'm not gonna sleep well. I'm not gonna sleep well. I'm gonna be so energized. I
Wow.
mean, I'll
I'm
sleep, but
gonna
I'll be
sleep like a
just.
baby.
You don't give a shit about us, bro. You don't give a
Yes,
shit
I do.
about
It doesn't.
us.
Those don't equate.
Hey, somebody has background noise. Is that you, Cisco?
It's not me, is it?
I think it's you, bro.
No,
Levin, it's you.
Mr. Munich, I think.
Yeah, I don't think it's me.
yeah, can only stream through my phone. My
Okay,
headphones are
That's
broken.
okay.
it's okay. So keep going. Nourishing. What else did you feel?
Yeah, and even if you're not really interested in this topic, it's quite, yeah, it's just amazing to read it and interact with each other. And yeah, you level up through it. You kind of you take it in, and yeah, it's just nourishing. I don't know. Like the omnivore word means you get it all in, and it helps. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I can't
Wow.
really
Hey,
explain it, but
but Levin, that is amazing. Oh my God. What do you mean you don't? That's you put into words like wow, like the nourishing and it's interesting what you said. You're not necessarily super into any kind of topic, right? Like, but the fact that people are interacting, you're like, whoa, they're having a conversation. They seem really excited about it. And you see some weird things there, and you're just like, wow, they're really into the conversation. And it's like, I don't know, like it's nice to see, like you said, you know?
yeah, some topics are not in first. It's not super my thing, but overall, you get it kind of, and yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I wanted to talk about the agricultural thing and
Mm-hmm.
what I've said in the chats and my messages. Also about the omnivore thing. It's
Mm-hmm.
for me, it's kind of the same, or yeah, because like I said in a message, the Kogi or some indigenous people, when we ask them what their answer is to fix our problems, our modern problems like climate change and other stuff, their first answer is not some technology or some improvement overall, but to fix our relationships.
Mm.
And I think the omnivore thing and also the agricultural thing, because the food source, and also in America with your virus and the what is happening with the produce, you get diarrhea from it and all that. We have to fix the relationships to so many things, not just people like your mother, and to work out and yeah, work out your trauma and all that stuff from childhood, but yeah, to fix the relationship with also food. And I think the Omnivore Club, also what it can become, the community can fix those things,
Mm.
the relationships. And yeah,
Just Cisco, we got to get in touch with Brandon, right?
I just
Regenerate.
wonder if like omnivore is making people think like food though.
I think it's good. I didn't want to say like intellectual omnivore club is too much, so I was just like the omnivore club. It's
But people who don't know, you
yeah,
know, what do you think? They're like, oh, I
Yeah.
eat meat and vegetables too. And you're like,
exactly. They click, and they're like, oh, what the fuck is this? And then oh, but it's cool. It's like a filter, bro. Like you click on it,
no,
and if
but
you're like, whoa.
But I really agree. Like the networking opportunity of it, and because it is so hard to find like-minded people, and everyone has a phone in their pocket and algorithms curated for them. So Bruno has a specific message and he's putting that out into the world, and he's finding these like-minded people and he gets to group them. And then, this is where it becomes like decentralized, because of course everyone wants to like connect with him and learn from him, but like what he has to teach transcends him. And then like you guys can, well, I look at it like I can host my own conversations and stuff. And I was doing that for a while on X Spaces, but I'm doing this more. But like, I don't know, because I kind of came from this, like, me, the introvert. I was never speaking like this. And now that I can do that, I can communicate, and now I can meet other people who have the same intentions. Like, 2 brains is better than 1. And then you duplicate that, duplicate, and it's just like, it's going to become very powerful.
Yeah,
Also,
and
there was a question. Oh, sorry. No,
sorry at all. I was just going to, physiology and food, all of that is all part of everything. You know, how we treat our bodies, what we eat. It's a subsection and a part of everything that we're talking about. So I think it's important. It's just not exactly what omnivore means in this tent, but it could.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So.
Yeah, I think it's gonna get interesting, guys. I think this is. Oh my God, I'm so excited to meet you, Levin. You're amazing. Just even meeting in person after that interaction, like I don't know, the vibe is different. And imagine us meeting physically someday too, right? Damn,
Yeah,
that's gonna
sure.
be crazy.
You asked a question in the beginning or something about what's my topic or what our topic is at the moment, and I thought today about mycelium and fungi, and that fungi and mycelium is the world's biggest trade network in the world.
Biggest trade network in the world.
Yeah, it's true because the plants give the mycelium sugar, and there are very many floor and earth fungi and mycelia who trade with each other with nutrients and give the plant also nutrients because they get sugar. So yeah,
So
the
I have a.
omnivore thing is also kind of like, or it could be, because we all have different topics, but it nourishes everyone because everyone in this group is like, I have to read it. I have to read it and have to scroll back and read all the comments, even if it's not completely my topic and where I can say much to it, but yeah, it still is great to know about this stuff.
But Cisco, tell us about like the thing that I'm most excited about, right? Like, and you're like a real good like reference or model, right? Like just in terms of transformation, we talk about like presence, resonance, transformation, right? And you said on multiple occasions that this vibe sesh, this whole journey changed your life, right? So like this is an example of and it changed my life, obviously, right? And it's going to change more and more lives for the better, right? So talk about your transformation when you say, this is one of the best things that happened to you. What do you?
I can just say I'm someone who has difficulty going up to speak to people, making phone calls. I'm very hermit lifestyle. I don't go out. And prior to like a vibe session, I had no outlet. So I was kind of just trapped in my own hamster wheel of the mind. And I don't know, I'm just grateful the algorithm had me stumble upon X Spaces and joining yours. And it showed me what's possible, because I mean, for you to I feel like Bruno does a really good job at kind of removing hierarchy. A lot of things just feel like I'm talking up to people and like, oh, I don't mean to inconvenience you. Can I ask you a question? And it just never felt anything like that. And it was, you know, he doesn't ask status questions. He asked human questions, like, just who are you? And anything I had to say was interesting to him. I'm like, oh, okay. And that gave me more confidence to just speak more. And he's like, wow, you're smart. I'm like, oh, shit, I am. And then I kept, like, talking. And he's like, wow, be my co-host. I'm like, oh, okay. So
it's on eye level.
I mean, I don't have anything else to say. That he just creates just a non-judgmental space, and he's very curious about you, and he's going to ask you all kinds of questions to open yourself up. And what was nice on X Spaces was up to like 10 people could join. So that was what was a different dynamic, and facilitating great conversation amongst everybody. And then other people, not just him asking me questions and I'm asking them questions back. And yeah, I guess the kind of the presence over performance was just so, I intuitively knew it. We didn't have words to it, but like I understood what he was offering. And then I took it like, dude, this man's a craftsman of communication. Like, for him to run a great room and like 10 of us were talking and it was just so seamless, like that's not easy to do.
But it's learnable. It's learnable. And then, you know,
I learned through osmosis. I just kept showing up. He's like, hey, once a week on Thursday, I'm doing this. You want to join? I'm like, yes. So I showed up.
He showed up.
Put in the work. 2-hour sessions, 3-hour sessions, 4-hour sessions for a year. We did 52 episodes once a week, and then now we're doing twice a week going into Instagram.
And Cisco never missed one, bro. He's been there since day one, Rob.
Dang.
Day one. Crazy, right? This is what he's feeling from the vibe. He's like our model, you know, transformation case.
Dang.
Right?
That's awesome.
Right? Yeah, it's crazy. But like, this is what we're doing for each other. It's not just me. Of course, I took Cisco under my wing, but it was the community that we formed, right? He's like working with somebody that was in our Vibe Sesh, right? Brandon. Yeah. Brandon, you're good friends with him, and they met on Vibe
Turbine was the other co-host. Like, we saw the Vibe Samurai vision because we each are Vibe Samurai. We each can embody this kind of archetype in conversation. And so there's only a few people that took that idea serious. Everyone's like, oh, what the fuck? You're just like jerking this guy off, whatever. Like, no, dude, like he has a very intentional way of facilitating conversation. And I saw it as a skill set, and he was like, I'll share it for free. You just have to show up at this time. I'm like,
yeah, just observe, just be there, fully present. All right. Yeah, it's amazing.
So I'm very grateful. And you know, he was even doing that before with like language apps and stuff, but he didn't concentrate it down to, you know, the topics we discussed today. And we found our community on X, which was like the Bitcoin community, and we built a great relationships like over time with people. Recurring people would join in. It became a family. Like, we still have a family group chat on X that we check into. And it's been a euphoric ride, but like Vibe Session never ended. It's only continued. Now we see each other. For a year, I didn't see his face.
Bitcoin, I thought it was all digital, bro. You got an actual club? How much you pay for that?
Right now, $64,000. No, I don't.
$64,000. That's a fucking actual coin.
No, I don't know. A couple bucks
on that.
Woo. Guys, this was amazing. I think, man, that was a good 2 hours. What did you think, Cisco?
Yeah, that was a flow state. The time flew by. It was
great. Thank you so much for having me with you guys. I really am blessed as a result. Thank you.
And we're going to talk more, Rob. Let's do this thing. Let's get this, join forces. And, figure
sure.
it out. I think we can do something big here.
I think we can
For
have
sure.
like
I agree.
various professors that have something to teach, for the community,
Yes, for the
exclusive to
community.
it.
That's awesome. Yeah.
We'll talk some more. And
Any
also,
Just got to
Levin,
find
great
them.
meeting you. Levin, do you have can you give us our final words, because you're so beautiful with words, and then we're going to close the room. Everybody, good night. We got Wednesday. By the way, guys, Wednesday live. We got our first big star YouTuber. He's like a food YouTuber, Asian guy, and he's going to be amazing. He's going to be amazing. So that's on Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. But Levin, close us out.
I think the group at the moment is quite anarchistic, like mycelium, and that doesn't mean it has no rules, because everyone would judge you if you would be too extreme or something. So anarchy doesn't mean no rules, but consequences through relationships. Yeah, and I think it's quite working well.
Woo! All right, guys. Amazing night.
Amazing.
Have a great night, guys. Peace.
Good night.